Hello everyone. Hi Lamin Kaba. Hi. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to do this for only 30 minutes now instead of us staying here for hours. As I mentioned today, I'm going to talk about removing money trauma, basically removing money blocks. Oh, hi Ameisha. Thank you. Thank you for Business Owner of the Week. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Now, when it comes to removing money trauma, it's basically trauma, whatever trauma that you've gone through as a child, right? If you've been to my lives, you know I always talk about healing and I always talk about trauma and understanding your own trauma. This topic came from a friend of mine from childhood. I've known him since I was a child in the Gambia. We went to school together. And he messaged me and he was asking me for money. And I said, no, I'm not going to send you any money because friends have already told me that he was going through some issues, right? And so look at it in your life right now, you that is watching, whatever platform you're watching me on. What are you facing? Maybe you have a job, maybe you have a business, maybe you've been doing so much in your life, you still don't have enough money in your bank account. You still don't have enough money to go by. I can talk about this issue because I have been through it, through and through. Build something, everything broke down, everything fall apart, right? I've gone through the no money, no food. I've gone through being homeless. I've gone through sleeping in the streets, and I've gone through couch surfing, sleeping on friends' couch or just anybody's couch who would let you sleep. Now, to understand what is blocking you, and usually nothing is really blocking us. There are spiritual sayings of money blockages, or something happened to you in terms of someone did something for you, but that's necessarily, sometimes that's not the case, right? Money trauma is basically you understanding yourself and who you are and what happened to you during your childhood. If you were raised by parents who were fearful, they're always afraid there will not be any food. They were always afraid something's going to happen. They're going to run out of money, right? Or they keep telling you money doesn't grow on trees, or turn the lights off, we have to pay the bill. I remember when I really didn't have nothing at all, I told that to my daughter. And then somebody told it to me. They were like, oh, you have to turn the light off because we have to pay the bill. Then I was like, my God, I had that consciousness. So whatever's happening to you now might be something that started from your childhood, where your parents were telling you all these things, right? So you have to understand, what are you telling yourself that's stopping you from living the life that you want, or making the type of money you want, or the amount of money that you want to make, right? Were you raised, or are you from a family that tells you that believe to be spiritual you have to be poor to really worship God or Allah or whatever? You have to be poor. You can have money and be God-fearing or Allah-fearing or whatever you believe in, right? Because most of us, our parents used to tell us that, or maybe our parents believe in those types of things and talk about that. Hey, Coach Brittany Turner. Welcome. Nice seeing you here. So these are things that you have to see for yourself. I'll give you an example in my own experience, right? And my own family and how I saw it. I was raised that way. Everything that I'm telling you, I went through myself. I remember as a child, right, when I was growing up, my mother used to work 12-hour days. She had her own business. Our family, predominant, everybody had their own business. It's rare for, I can't remember anybody working a job. They always had a business. But still, everybody had the scarcity mindset. The mindset that there's not enough. The mindset of stealing. The mindset of taking other people's stuff. Right? And so as a child, what happened to me was I was cleaning the house. We had our own home. And as I was cleaning, I went to my mother's room and I was cleaning it. I had no idea that she was sleeping on the bed because it looked like nobody was on the bed. So as I was cleaning, I saw some coins here and some notes here, just little bits and pieces of money. So me being the curious child that I was, I started counting the coins, and as I was counting the coins, it was making noise in the room. I didn't know that she was sleeping, and she woke up and was accusing me of stealing her money, my own mother, the woman who gave birth to me. So I always had this consciousness of when it's not enough, I had to do it all on my own. If I had money, I had to penny pinch so I can save enough to use, because me as well, whenever I asked my parents, especially my mother, for money, she would ask me all the questions. Every single dalasi, for the people from the Gambia, every single dalasi that I used, I had to tell her every single thing that I was doing with the money. And so these are things that I needed to see for myself in the way that I was raised and how I thought about money. So removing money trauma is linked with your healing journey and understanding the trauma that you went through as a child and the things that your parents told you as a child. Now, if you are from the African continent, right? You were born and raised in Africa. And I've always talked about this. Maybe your parents believe that in order for you to make any money or earn any money, you have to leave the African soil. You have to leave the continent. You have to be somewhere else. And you need to work. Right? So most of us, we were not taught that we can create our reality mentally. The thoughts that we think. This is all part of removing the money trauma that we have. Right? This friend of mine who brought about this topic, he's gone to the point where he is used to constantly asking people for money. Can you give me this? I want this and I want that and I want that. And he right now doesn't believe that he can create what he wants for himself. And I know that he's not the only one. A lot of people are like that. I was like that. Now I can talk about these issues because I have gone to the point where I understand myself that this is the way that I think. This is the way that I used to think in terms of myself. I can't do this. Learn helplessness. I've talked about this before. If you go to my YouTube, which is the same Empress Fire, OraclesPlace, it's there. I talked about learn helplessness. And what is learn helplessness? Hello, April. Hi, April. Welcome. Learn helplessness is when you've tried over and over and over again and you are constantly failing. Well, thank you, April. Yes, business owner of the week and girl hold my hand. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Yafa. Welcome. And so most of us don't even know that we are operating in learn helplessness. And learn helplessness is when you've tried over and over again, nothing you tried work. You've tried to lose weight. You've tried to start your business. You've tried to get things going for you and nothing worked. And so you go to a point where you just gave up. And it's not necessarily just saying, just giving up completely. It's basically having that belief within yourself that I'm gonna do it, but I know it's not going to work. So you've already lost hope in whatever it is that you want to do. Learn helplessness. I had this myself. I used to operate that way, and this is how I know. So, to go back, right, to tie all of this back in, before I will choose a card from the Guardian Angel card and then close it for today. Many of the things that are plaguing us, many of the things that are stopping us from getting to the point that we want to be, or living the life that we know we can live, or getting the things that we want for ourselves, it all boils down to one thing: the way we think and the way we see ourselves. Most of us are bigger than who we are, right? We don't know how we affect other people. We don't know how our energy heals. We don't know it. There's a lady that I used to listen to. She's from Haiti. I think she was born in Haiti or here, somewhere here. I can't remember. Her name is Hourglass by Jazz on YouTube. And she would constantly say, when you're able to be aware of yourself, when you're able to see, and it's not seeing with your eyes, but you can see how you affect your environment and the people around you and the people that listen to you and the people that talk to you, it will change your reality. Another story. I spoke to someone not long ago. I think it was last week, the time that I didn't come on live because we were traveling. I spoke to someone, and she just kept saying, oh, I have goosebumps. Oh, I have goosebumps. She just kept telling me that when I was talking to her. And I told her, listen, you yourself have this power. This is something that you can do. Because for me personally, I never knew I could do that. I never knew I could pour into people. I never knew I could talk to somebody and make them feel good. Even though my entire life since my childhood, people kept telling me, I feel good when I'm around you. I feel good talking to you. I love talking to you. Because when I talk to you, you make me feel good about myself. I love being around you because of your energy. People kept telling me that as a child. But I couldn't see it. I would always say, me? How? Why? It didn't make sense. But when I did the healing work, when I did the inner work, the soul work, or the heart work, and I begin to see myself, and I begin to observe the things that I'm doing, I always say this: why I do the things that I do, why I am the way that I am, and why I speak the way that I speak. When I was able to see these things, everything changed for me, because now I could see myself. When you're able to see yourself, then you're able to understand what your specific money trauma is, because everybody's trauma is different. The feelings are the same, but the trauma in itself is different. Okay, let's do the Guardian Angel card, because I don't want to keep repeating myself. But that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's the gist of it, right? It's not the news. I always say, stop watching the news. Stop watching television. Stop watching anything that feels like it's sucking the life out of you. It's sucking the soul out of you. Do not watch things like that. Do not Okay, two cards, opportunity and oneness. Do not stay around people who make you feel bad about yourself. These are things that you can know just by how you feel when you're around somebody. How do you feel when you're around your friends? How do you feel when you're around your family? How do you feel after watching the news? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel full? Do you feel happy? Do you feel ready to go? Or do you feel like you are so drained that you just want to sleep? Anyway, two cards came for today. Opportunity and oneness. Right? Opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. We always have opportunities. Opportunities always surround us. The question is, are you aware when these opportunities come? Do you know that these opportunities are there for you? So, wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Yesterday, I started listening to Dolores Cannon. I think she was a psychologist or something. And she talks about regression. Karmic regression, right? Forgiving your past, forgiving yourself, forgiving the people who hurt you or who harmed you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surround the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. Hi, Black Sarah. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. And oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. For me, that's my grandmother. She passed away. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. All right. So, summarize before I go. The one thing that will change your life, the one thing that will change everything for you is working on your mindset. Working on your mindset. For the Gambians that are watching me, that is something that we don't hear. We don't even talk about. It's very rare to even come across somebody from the Gambia talking about issues of mindset. Or maybe I haven't seen them. I apologize if there's any. Anybody watching, if you know any Gambian who's talking about this, please share with me, because I am looking to connect with people like that. Working on our mindset. Understanding the things that we went through and the things that our parents went through. How we were raised. How we were talked to. The things that we were told. When you remove money trauma, you understand your own trauma. When you understand your own trauma, you understand yourself. When you understand yourself, then you're able to see yourself and see who you are. Be in touch with your heart, with your soul, with your being. And when you understand all these things, you know that you are one with divine. You're one with God. You're one with Allah. Right? There's no God in the sky or Allah in the sky. Or all these things that we have been told. And these are the things that stop us from living the life that we want to live. Having the types of money that we want to have. The people that we follow, who we consider to be powerful or rich or up there or whatever, Listen to them and listen to how they think and their mindset and how they see the world. Then you get to see how you were raised and the things that you were told. The idea that it's not enough is a lie. Whatever you're following me, I always say whatever you've been told about life, about money, about love is a lie, because it is a lie. Not just that things are not enough, but competing with each other, right? When you have a business and your friend has a business, everybody's around and everybody's competing with each other instead of collaborating. People are going to the marabouts or to the voodoos or whatever. I love voodoo, right? I love voodoo, but not in that sense. People are doing all of these things thinking that it's not enough and we have to fight each other. That is scarcity mindset. Oh, it's a pleasure, David. That scarcity mindset, that things are not enough, that we have to fight. We can collaborate, we can help each other, we can love each other, we can be one and still make a lot of money. We can compete, healthy competition, because we're always competing, and still be able to get to where we want to be instead of fighting each other. This is all mindset. This is all mentality, right? Mentally, where you are, how you see yourself, how you see the world, and how you think. 12:27. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back here again tomorrow. I'm going for my walk. My daughter always correct me with my English. I'm going for my walk. I've been walking under the sun. So it's pretty nice. It gets me to be a little bit darker, and I like that. I get a lot more chocolatey when I walk under the sun. So I love walking under the sun. Yes, coach. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.